You report the news that nobody else has the balls to report.
508. 508. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. Where I'm from, we don't use no gas and burners. We don't rep no corners. We're straight money earners. Put you to sleep, make your whole family mourners. When we're done with you, they're gonna have to pick your ass up at the corners.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Me and my crew will hit you with that right, left, leave you toothless. Yeah, cause
you have a job. What do you do?
Some true shit. You don't wanna in this cup, we left your cats in the ambulance. Food stamps, leave your clothes bloody and damp. Then we're scooping up your tramps. 508, where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. 508 is where I'm from. See,
let's get this party started, shall we? Hey, what's up, Turtle Riders? What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Give me one sec. All right, welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Uncle Turtleboy. With us tonight, we got David the Druid back for more. How you doing, David?
I'm good, my friend. How are you?
I can't complain, mate. I love the jacket. I love it.
That's my rugby club blazer, and I've been out for a family meal tonight, so I thought I'd come on all chic and dapper this evening.
It's like 2 a.m. there, isn't it? What time is it there?
Hell yeah. Yeah, just gone 2.
Okay. Well, thanks for staying up with us, Dave. Did you go to sleep, or did you take a little nap?
Yeah, like a nap for about less than an hour, but, hey. 40 winks is 40 winks.
Good for you, mate. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just went ahead and I shared the link to the stream on my personal Facebook page. That's Clarence Woods Emerson. Go give that a like. Also, if you guys wouldn't mind, I can't post on the Turtleboy Sports or the Uncle Turtleboy page. I'm not an admin there for some reason. I don't have posting privileges. So I think Adam Hurst has posting privileges on the Uncle Turtleboy page. Go ahead and share the link for this on there, and the Turtleboy Sports page as well. Whoever has admin privileges for that'd be very helpful if you did that. Okay. All right. So that's that. Also, I'm on Twitter. Please, I'm almost at 10,000 followers on Twitter. Follow me at Dr. Turtleboy. That's DOCTOR Turtleboy, because if Jill Biden's a doctor, then fuck it. So am I, folks. So am I. So get on there. Follow me everywhere. Follow Turtleboy everywhere, at least. Also, I'm on Twitter at Turtleboy Phone. That works as well. Okie dokie. Am I missing anything else? Oh, how we like to start off every show, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and before that, smash the subscribe button, people. That's really important that you subscribe. We've gotten like 200 new subscribers in the last week. That's pretty cool. So keep on smashing that subscribe button. Also, give us a thumbs up. That really helps. I think that's why we're getting new followers, is because of the subscribe. I apologize, because of the thumbs up option. So if you guys could go ahead and give us a big thumbs up. I see 67 thumbs up on there right now. Go ahead, give us a big thumbs up. That definitely helps with algorithms. It helps us get our content spreads more. I don't know how it works. You don't know how it works. Just do it. Okay. Hit the fucking thumbs up button. Also, we're on Instagram at Turtleboy_daily_news. So get at us on there. Follow us everywhere. Turtles everywhere. Okay. All right. I believe I also did I put the link
leave comments as well. When the video's finished, I don't think you can comment while it's on live.
Does that help?
If you leave comments after the show, if you're watching it back later on, or you want to rewatch it or whatever, you leave a comment underneath. That's good for the algorithm as well.
Excellent. So there we go. I'm learning a lot here. Okay. So anyway, folks, how we like to start off every episode is with a little thing called Where You Reppin'. So let us know in the comments right now. Where are you watching the live show from tonight? Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Abington's in the house. Let's see. Knob Noster, Missouri. That's a new one. Let's see what else is coming in. Southbridge, Agawam, Concord, New Hampshire, and a hotel room. Sorry to hear that, Karen Cooked. Southbridge, Naples, Florida, Slatersville, Rhode Island, Worcester, a motel tub. Excellent. Sorry to hear that, Laura. Geez, a lot of people must have got kicked out of their homes this week. Bridget Manning's in Norton, Kitten, Tucson, Southington, Whitensville, Altona's in the house. Altoona, PA. That's a new one. Unity, Maine. Dorchester. God's Country. I don't know about that. Framingham. Abington. Pensacola. Fitchburg. Cambridge. Putnam. Manchganistan. Albuquerque. West Roxbury. Mashpee. A lonely hotel bathtub. Jeez, a lot of people are stuck in the bathtub. Sorry to hear that. Did you guys all get dumped?
So they all have their
Horrible.
chickens with them.
Yeah, I mean, apparently, do you guys hopefully let you take your dogs there? I don't know. Do you get to take your stepkids that you never had there too? I don't know. Haverhill's in the house. Unity, Maine's in the house. Glendale, Arizona. Tewksbury, Mattapoisett, Boxborough, the Dominican Republic, Weymouth, Santa Monica, Watertown, Long Island, Walpole, Auburn, Hyde Park, South Shore, Methuen. Let's see. Hold on. Methuen, Braintree. We got some Braintree on the agenda tonight again. Toronto, Swansea, Carlisle, Randolph, Lowell, St. Albans, Maine, Stonington, Connecticut, Nashua, another Nashua, Conway, New Hampshire, East Taunton, Scituate, Malden, Carver, Turner, Maine, Marina Bay. Okay, if I missed you, I missed you. I love you. Pawtucket, the Mustard Seed, you name it. Okay, so let us know on there. All right. Anyway, why don't we just, am I forgetting anything else, Dave? Oh, by the way, guys, if you guys like the program and you want to, support what we do, this is kind of how I make a living. Again, it's always free content, but if you feel like, pitching in, if you feel like supporting you guys here at Turtleboy Sports, that would be much obliged. I would gladly take it. Also, I have a freestyle plan for the end. David, what'd you think of the freestyle?
Yeah. Rocking and rolling.
Excellent. So if we can raise $200 in the donos tonight, we will unleash the freestyle. However, we are banned from YouTube monetization, so you cannot do the YouTube chat. However, we've created our own platform for that called Turtle Chat. Pinned at the top of your whatchamacallit. Oh, Karen, nobody wants to hear about that. Pinned at the top of this stream here is a link to something called Turtle Chat. If you click on that, it will bring you to an option to donate whatever amount of money you want. You also get to write a message with that. So you can write whatever you want on that. So let's suppose, you got dumped this week or something like that, and you're sitting in a hotel room watching YouTube shows and posting pictures of your ex-boyfriend's kid, something like that, just being really creepy or something like that, and you want to call out whoever you want. This is your opportunity to do so. So you can write whatever you want on your Turtle Chat because it's yours. So enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Do your thing on there. And it's your Turtle Chat. So also, if you want to do Cash App, Cash App, $ Uncle Turtleboy. If you're on there, I will get an alert on my phone. I will read it. Any message you put up will be shown, will be stated. So again, anything you want to put up there can go. It's all good. Okay. So let's just jump right into it, shall we, Dave?
Absolutely. Let's get started.
Okay. You know what I want to start with? I didn't put this on the agenda, but I wanted to talk about it because it's kind of like in the news.
Okay, right. just spring something on me that I'm not prepared for. That's fine.
It's okay. You're good on the fly, though. That's why
I can wing it. I can wing it with anything, my friend. You know that.
And Suzanne has started us off right. She donates 50 and she says, let's start the night off
her.
Right.
Good old Suzanne.
God bless her heart. God bless her heart.
Good girl.
Okay. So anyway, so this story out of Michigan, Dave, the school shooting. You've been following this?
Yeah. I've heard it's not got the coverage. Obviously, it gets in the American press.
Right.
But yeah, there's this is the one where a 15-year-old with a gun that was purchased by his father, and the parents appear to be not exactly the most ideal parents.
Well, the parents were on the run. They were charged yesterday with manslaughter. This is after I wrote the blog. They got charged. Was it manslaughter? I forget what they. Maybe somebody could fill me in. They got charged with something, and then they fucking ran, dude.
Is this in relation to purchasing the weapon?
Yes, it's not only just purchasing the weapon, because if that was the case, then every school shooter's parents would be, guilty of a crime or whatever. But these parents were negligent. They left their gun just lying around for this kid. I mean, you see the kid, you're like, that motherfucker's going to shoot up the school. No doubt about it. Like if your kid looks like that, you got to be on prime.
Oh, he was a feral little fucker. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So they go on the run, but they don't go there. They go to fucking Detroit. Like, they're not gonna find your white ass in Detroit. So they go to Detroit and they like hide in some fucking building or some shit. I don't know. Like, and they found him in there, but they parked their car.
Oh, so they went on
outside.
the lam. They literally legged it.
They literally legged it and didn't last very long. I don't know what their long-term plan is. Think how
sounds like they were about as good as hiding as they were of keeping firearms safe.
I'd say so, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, think of what a shitty parent you are. Your kid just got arrested for this, and he's in jail, and you're basically abandoning the kid. Like, you're like, I mean, I understand he's a piece of shit, obviously, but it's still your kid. He's in jail. He kind of needs you. And
I think mentally, psychologically, they probably abandoned him long ago, which is why he turned out exactly how he has done.
I don't know. I'll show you. You know, based on their home videos, they seemed happy enough. So let me show you some. So here's the story, right? So obviously, you know, I like to start this off by talking about the 4 kids that he killed and who they were as human beings. This kid, Tate Meyer, was the captain of the football team. He was about to be as a junior. Great athlete, going to colleges, had the whole world in front of him. Actually charged at the shooter, Ethan Crumbley.
This was the guy who's had the most press. He's been literally, he's been called a hero, and rightly so, everywhere, because he's the one who's actually tried to tackle him. Yeah.
Yes. And so, you know, that's pretty cool of him to do that. But, you know, he sacrificed his life, unfortunately. And
absolutely.
One sec. So let me bring up Turtle Chat. Okay. Anyway, so they're all passed away, and now let's talk about the killer. So this kid, Ethan Crumbley, is his name. You just look at this kid. You're like, that. If your kid looks like that, he's gonna shoot up the school. That's just a fact of life. Like, no doubt. Like, okay, one of my biggest fears is my kid becoming the school shooter. You know, like, that is, to me, that's, Dave, what do you think is worse? Your kid getting killed by the school shooter, or your kid being the school shooter? I actually want to take a vote.
It's pretty bad, but I definitely having them killed is definitely worse, without a shadow of a doubt, in my mind. It's a kind of a hard thing to imagine over here, because it's just something that we don't have in the UK, you know.
So let's take a vote in the comments. Vote 1 if you would rather your kid get killed by the school shooter. Vote 2 if you would rather your kid be the school shooter. Go. I
don't want either. It's both outcomes are utterly horrible. I don't want my kid to be the shooter, but I don't want him dead.
Yeah, so, that's a weird thing, because if you say 1, you're like, yeah, I want my kid to die. It's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah. And then if you say 2, you say, yeah, I want my kid to kill other kids, and I'd like 3. Neither. Well, I want to do a good job as a parent.
Right. Well, if you pick 1, you did a good job as a parent. Doesn't mean you did a bad job.
Yeah.
If your kid gets killed by the terrorists.
Yeah.
So a lot of people. Oh, come on, neither, guys. That's a cheap answer. Pick 1. Pick 1. Enough with the 3 crap. 1 or 2.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Yeah, David, you set the tone. Okay.
Oh dear. Oh, we've got one's gone for 5, which is I am the school shooter. Okay.
Well, this is like it's hard for you and Laura, I think, to understand, because you guys don't have.
It's just something we don't have. Yeah, we don't have kids shooting kids. Not stabbings. We're not good for that, particularly in the big cities. But
well, at least this time around.
Does Wolverhampton still have a gun culture? Not really. No, the big cities. The only time you'll ever come across, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone in the street holding a gun in my life. The only times you'll see guns would be it tends to be gang and drug related. It's crime related, but you just don't see people with guns day to day. It just doesn't happen.
How do people protect themselves without guns?
Well, you know, you don't. We don't tend, you know, it's almost an alien concept to us. I don't understand. You know, when you hear people are being stabbed and you say, oh, terrible, there's been, I don't know, 50, 60 knife murders in London this year. And you think, well, hang on, that's 8 million people. There was probably 50 or 60 people shot in Chicago this weekend. You know, the numbers don't compare. The level of violence doesn't compare, and the death outcomes don't compare. I just, you know, gun murders are national news if there's, if 2 people die in a single shooting incident in the UK, it's national news for a week.
Well, you know what? This is what I mean. I'm torn on guns, right? Like I support gun rights, whatever, but I'm not gonna lie, guns scare the shit out of me in general.
I think the thing is that we don't need guns to defend ourselves, because if someone is going to attack you, which is pretty rare, they haven't got a gun either.
That's true. I guess it's easier to have. So that's the thing with guns. If you're going to let some people have guns, then everyone's got to be able
then
to
everyone ends up with them. Once a significant
right.
minority have got them, of the bad guys, then the good guys have got to carry them. And I'm hoping that we as a culture in the UK at least don't reach the point where everyone's carrying guns, because when something escalates, it really escalates.
Right. And I feel like it's
muskets is fine, because it takes you about 3 minutes to load that, and you can, you've calmed down by the time you're not such a bad guy. But anything you can use instantly, that's dangerous.
I feel like, you can't undo what's been done. Like when because inevitably this will turn into a debate about gun control. Liberals will be like,
surely, bound to. That does every time. Every time there's a school shooting in America, you hear the gun control debate. Yeah.
And what's going to happen then? Nothing, right? That means
nothing changes. Nothing ever changes.
Yeah. If you turn it into
one of the reasons for that is your Constitution, of course, is you've got your Second Amendment there.
Yeah, which is important, the Constitution. And so, like, there's what are you gonna do? Like, you're not gonna ban guns, right? You're not gonna restrict guns, as if that would fucking solve this anyway. So ultimately, no matter how many school shootings there are, nothing ever changes. Like, there are some things that you can do. There are some things that, like, the school fucked up. The school fucked up. Did you know that the kid was fucking writing notes in class, like drawing pictures of like a gun and shooting kids with it, and like saying, I forget what he was like, you're going to be like, I'm going to be happy when this happens. It's something perverse the kid was writing. The teacher saw it. Okay. He was allowed to go back to class. He was online looking up fucking ammo on his phone. The teacher saw it, reported him. Like, everybody knew, like, that motherfucker's going to shoot up the school. Everybody
if anyone's going to do it, that's the guy. Yeah.
Yeah. That motherfucker's going to shoot up the school. And they just didn't fucking do anything. Like, they're just like, so there's 1,000,001 ways, like, getting rid of, more background checks. That ain't going to stop this from happening. Why don't the schools, and more than anything, the parents have to do this? Yes. And I do kind of like that the parents were charged in all this. I think
so. It sounds like, from what I'm read, that they are culpable in this. Yeah.
Right. And I think it sends a message like, okay, we're not going to regulate guns, but we will start punishing gun owners whose fucking guns are involved in shit like this. Like, it's like, no, it is a right to have a gun, but it's also a responsibility, motherfucker.
It's a huge responsibility because of the damage that you can do with it. If I remember Columbine correctly, which was Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris. Yes, I think I've got those names right.
Yeah.
And I think, didn't one of those get weapons from his grandfather? And again, I was surprised at the time that the grandfather wasn't charged, because, when you're carrying, that sort of firepower into a school, and you've had access to it, someone has clearly been negligent.
Yeah. I mean, when I was at Shepherd Hill, right, my first year there, a senior committed suicide. He was missing for like a couple of weeks, and then they found his body in the woods a couple weeks later, and they found out that he stole a gun from his friend's house, from his friend's father. Right. And the father was charged, as he should have been. I'm sorry, that is your responsibility.
I understand that you guys have a culture of firearms as well, which we don't have here as well. So you're raised with it, you're familiar with it. It seems natural and normal to you, where it seems alien to us because, we don't think that way because we haven't been raised with it. That's not to say there's anything particularly right. I'm not passing judgment here, but but as you say, quite rightly so, responsibility comes with this. So you need to keep them locked up. And when people do have firearms, whether they're for hunting or whatever in this country, the same thing applies. You need to keep them in locked cabinets. You need to. If the police think, if you get charged with a certain crime above a certain level, they'll take away your firearm certificate. You'll have to hand your guns in and things like that.
So Willie's correcting us here, saying I don't know about the Combine kids. He says that they got a friend got weapons for them. I think it was like the Jones.
Maybe it was one of the other shootings, Sandy Hook or one of those.
There was a shooting in Colorado.
Isn't it an indictment that we can't remember which incident it was where he got him?
Oh, there are so many, you know. But at least he didn't use an AR-15 this time. At least he didn't use
that's true. Wouldn't want an assault rifle.
Yeah, because you can't assault someone with a fucking SIG. Anyway, so I was being sarcastic. Thank you, Melissa, for the dono. $3.
They don't. By the same token, they don't call them defense rifles either, or protection rifles.
They don't. They don't call them. Okay. So anyway, the kid had a freaking countdown on his freaking Instagram page. Like, you knew it was coming. I mean, you see his page and it says, "Now I become death, the destroyer of worlds." I think that was like an Oppenheimer quote.
That's a quote from something, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, but then he says, "See you tomorrow, Oxford." So he's like, "I'm coming for you." He's posting pictures of a fucking gun on there.
Wasn't there a countdown running somewhere he put online as well?
Yeah, right here. The countdown.
There you go. There it is. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's great.
Bit of a clue there. Bit of a clue, and no one acted.
Seems like it. He's posting pictures of the gun. Just got my new beauty today. Now, I don't think they bought the gun for the kid. I'm pretty sure there was the dad's gun, and he did not realize it was gone, right? He did not realize it was, but that's, again, his fault. Did you know that when the kid was caught texting, or he was caught looking at ammo and shit on his phone, the mother texted him and is like, "Don't get caught next time. Like, don't get caught." And then on the day of the fucking shooting, after the kid started shooting up the place, like 10 minutes later, and word got out, she sent a message to him. She's like, "Don't do it. Don't do it." And then the dad went and looked for the gun, realized the gun's gone. It's like, "Oh shit, my kid's the school shooter. I should have seen this coming." But again, they were fucking complicit. They are full-fledged ratchet aspect. I mean, just look at these two.
Yeah.
They're trash bags.
Oh, Suzanne, just for the record, we were calling an AR-15 assault rifle in jest because that's what the prosecution did in the Rittenhouse case. Yeah, we even I understand the difference.
Yeah, and by the way, so why are the parents not checking his pages? That's a great question. I'm sorry. If your kid has an Instagram, my kids have a social media account. Best believe we reserve the right until you turn 18 to go through them, read your DMs, anything I fucking want. I'm sorry, I will. Like, I am not happening. This is not, you don't have any constitutional rights in this house. Not gonna happen. Like, if I think this kid's up to some shit, I'm going through his Instagram whenever the fuck I feel like it. Whenever I want, you're gonna keep an eye on this kid. But they didn't, because let's actually look at some of their shit here. So, oh my God, look at this fucking guy. Look at that haircut. Oh my Jesus. Anyway, you could tell they were kind of ratchet from the way they dressed up at court. This is how they were at the court arraignment, with fucking hats on and hoodies. Like, what?
Classy.
Okay. The dad owes child support in Florida. He's been out of work since February. I went on his page, which was open.
Well, he's got enough money to buy a high-powered handgun.
Yeah, that's what I get. That's the trashy part about this. So the guy wrote a letter, or no, apologies. The woman wrote a blog addressed "Dear Mr. Trump," as if Donald Trump's gonna freaking read this. It probably got no views. Nobody read it, but it's
probably read it now.
Liberals have had a really good time with this because it expresses good sentiments about the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, But it's interesting because the woman, people are all like, the typical Trump supporter. It's like, actually, in her letter, she says that she was a Democrat her whole life. And Michigan, of course, is a state that traditionally votes Democrat, but voted for Trump, surprisingly, in 2016. So she is kind of representative of this group of people, working class people that voted for Trump. And she lists her reasons why. So this, I would say, politically is not good for my side. And that's why it's being exploited by the left. So she says that first of all, she's a pro-choice feminist and a supporter of the LGBT community. However, she can't vote for Hillary because she's upset with Common Core. She said that Trump sucked at debating. It was kind of funny, but he was more genuine than Hillary. She was sick of illegal immigrants' kids getting free tablets while her son struggled in school. Well, you know what the other parents in school are probably sick of? Their kids getting shot, motherfucker, by your stupid kid.
Yeah.
I mean, the nerve of these people.
I'm sick of my kids getting free bullets from your kid.
Yes. Not good. Not good at all.
Yeah.
Anyway, she liked the fact that he seemed like a regular person and had tried and failed at businesses in the past. She thought that he would go after big pharma and drive down healthcare costs. She wanted to stop him from sending 4 and 8. I mean, you Trump shit. And most importantly, she supports gun rights and the Second Amendment. Okay. Now, even if Hillary was president, it's not going to stop this guy from getting a gun. This guy is not a criminal, the dad. He's just a fucking irresponsible douchebag. That's all he is. And it went the wrong way. So let me play. Here's a video of like their family just fucking around. Play this.
No, looking for my drink.
I think I'm missing a thing. All right.
Just kidding.
I just peed my pants. I just peed myself. Not funny. Oh my god. I hate you.
I think you're on mute, my friend.
I apologize. I was muted there. So, you know, yeah, that's a good point. Did you notice that too? There's no furniture in that house. That was weird.
Open plan. I don't know. Kind of
No, just
Swedish
I don't-
thing, or just
They
or
seem
just
kinda-
crap.
They're just trashy all around a little bit. Like they're
Yeah.
not. The guy has been unemployed for like 9 months. She claimed in the letter to Trump that they make a combined $40,000 a year, but they have money for guns. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
like it is somewhat of a luxury to buy. Like
Their
if you're fucking
priorities seem to be
poor-
all to hell. They have guns but no furniture. You know, what
Right.
little disposable income they have goes on
Yeah, see,
guns
I don't
instead
know.
of
Like,
furniture.
I support gun rights, but I would buy a couch first because
Yeah.
you can use a couch every day. How often are you going to shoot?
Even in some of the most ratchet homes that you see on social media, at least they have a mattress under the window there where they sleep.
Something, man. Throw something.
Yeah.
On. Even Monica Keating Grant had a mattress on the floor.
Exactly.
You know,
Classy.
so the gun. How much does the
She
gun
had a gun
cost?
as well, though,
No.
probably.
How much does a 6 hour cost? Anyone know? $900. Yeah, I mean that ain't cheap.
$900,
But,
there you go.
he doesn't have a fucking job, so there you go. How do you buy guns? I mean, I bet you they're on welfare. I bet you they're on some sort of fucking assistance. No doubt about. Oh, I guarantee during the pandemic they made plenty of money.
Big payout. Yeah.
These are the kind of people that made money off the pandemic. So here is their kid. You know, I mean, it's so surreal to watch a video like this, David. And it does make me sad because like you see like innocence somewhat, but at the same time, you're just like, what is inside you that can cause you to do that? I understand you're like mad that you're ugly and you're not going to the prom and nobody you have no friends. Like I get all that. I get the
I think part of it is they crave the fame and notoriety that it gets them. You know, they're a nobody now. They're a somebody for what they've done. And perhaps that's a reason why we shouldn't report them. And even maybe we're giving them that oxygen of publicity now by talking about them on here.
That's gonna happen either way. Like
yeah,
it's
I get that it's gonna happen. Yeah,
but I don't know. It's like to be able to just go up to another person you don't know and just point a gun at their head and pull the trigger. Like you have to have some sort of evil.
I can't even comprehend that.
And I know the kid was like a shitty kid, you know, not doing well in school, but like to have that in you is like next level shit. And like, check this kid. I mean, this is just them fucking around their house.
That's a fair point, though. There must be millions of kids like that, but only one or two of them ever go to that level.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure some kids have fantasized about it, but to actually fucking
never actually act on it. Exactly.
You're demented. So let me play this.
All right, so show the camera your big chunk of horseradish.
How much things do you want me to hold it for?
Just show what you're. We should put it.
All right.
$400.
But you can't do. You can only keep a straight
Can't
face
make any
except for
faces.
this.
You can't. Your smile can't any bigger than that. No bigger than that. We got on camera.
Okay, so how long do you want me to hold it for?
No, you just eat it like you normally eat something.
Okay.
Just eat it, swallow, eat, put it like your mouth like you're dipping ice.
I'm gonna be 10. This is baby food.
They took the goddamn videos down. I should have saved these. God damn it. Of the kid like doing video game tutorials. I don't know. Why the fuck does these tech companies take down everything? They're no fun, David. They're no fun.
No.
You know. So here they, here's the kid, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, I would say monitor your kids' fucking social media, right? Obviously, don't let them get your firearms. I saw some people defending the parents in there. They're like, they locked them up. They didn't lock them up good enough. I'm sorry, that's still on you, period. Okay.
Yeah. The kid got hold of it. That by definition is they did a shitty job of keeping them locked up.
And you know what I was thinking watching those kids' video game tutorials? I'm sorry. Enough with the video game shit. Enough with that. Like too many fucking kids just sitting their home playing Fortnite and like, doing live streams and playing fucking 5 hours of video games with their friends. Like, get a fucking life. Like that's one thing. If your kid is a video game kid, you're encouraging him to be isolated, right? You're encouraging him to participate in something that is not real. Like you're not having a real life friendship here. You're not getting outside. You're not getting exercise. Like we don't have a, Xbox in this house. I'll probably never have one because we're good without it. Like we don't need it. Like I don't need one more thing for my kids to get fucking hooked on. I don't know. It's like, keep your kids off. I'm not saying video games are evil. I grew up playing Nintendo, but like not that much. We had very strict rules, David, in our house about.
Yeah, I mean, we had video games, but we had Pong. I'm another generation older again. But we didn't do that. We went out if we wanted to play games. We did sport mainly. We'd play cricket or football or rugby. If we got a gang of us, we'd even do running. Like, I mean, I know you're big into your athletics. I like track and field as well.
I am.
And I used to run cross country. I loved athletics. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we do that for fun.
Yeah. Get your kids off the game and like get them out there. Get them on a sports team. Go get them in a club or some shit. Like minimize. I would say like 30 minutes a day. Tops, if that. I mean, that's just my parenting 101 right there. Let the kids have fucking fun, limit their time on social media, monitor them, man. Like you're their fucking parent. It's up to you to monitor them and give them fucking love. Like I guarantee this kid is somewhat neglected. Like if they did not see the warning signs coming, right? You know your kid. This doesn't just come out. Oh, I didn't see this one coming. Your fucking kid. And if you don't, that's kind of your fault as a parent. Like you better fucking know your kid. You better be all over them. You better smother them with love and affection and, something to believe in, or else this is what.
And lock your bloody guns up properly.
Right. And what do you think about teachers having guns? I mean, I've always been mixed on this one because.
No, come on. I'll tell you why for that. And Jim Jeffries, the Australian comedian, makes a great point. Do you remember that teacher you always used to make cry and you go and say, hey miss, have you got a boyfriend or something like that? And you could always make her cry in the first week of term. I don't think that person should ever have a gun because they're going to turn it on the pupils who are winding her up.
Yeah, I think
if you are going to arm teachers, it's got to be. I'm just not in favor of arming people in school at all. So, but if you were going to do it, you've got to pick them. You've got to be, one in maybe 20 or 30, so you get a couple in every, high school, and just say that guy, because he's suitably trained and he's suitably level-headed, he knows how to. You just can't. If you arm every teacher, you're going to get teachers shooting pupils, and the first time that happens, imagine that outcry.
Now, I would say, well, first of all, I agree with Willie. Like resource officers in the school, absolutely. Like. I did this whole thing on the Little Rock 9 the other day on Turtle Club, and they had soldiers that would walk around with them from class to class to protect them because they're in danger. Like this is like what you do in dangerous places. Like schools are soft targets. They're easy. However, I would agree that like I don't think they should have a policy of like letting teachers have guns. However, I would personally and privately recommend to teachers maybe bring a gun to school and don't tell anyone, because that way no one knows you have it, right? Until you need it. And if you need it, if a school shooting does happen at your school and you're like, oh, good thing I disregarded the rule and brought my gun and didn't tell no one, boom, school shooter's dead. I'm a hero. Are you mad at me for breaking a policy? Would you rather kids die?
They'll still probably throw the book at them. They'll still probably throw the book at them for breaking the policy. Yeah.
But you'll be a fucking hero. You'll never work. You'll be the new Rittenhouse. You'll never be fucking work a day again.
Yeah, you'll certainly get and they won't take your GoFundMe down probably either.
Oh, they will take your GoFundMe down. They will take your GoFundMe. You'll be the
well, yeah. If you say you support a certain side, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to the next topic. I want to talk about this this Braintree mother that we talked about the other day. So you were obviously following this story, David. I kind of wanted to have you on to hear your thoughts about this woman. Hold on one sec. Pull it up here. $300. What the hell? Let me do my super chat. Did I lose Dave?
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, okay. Oh, there he is. Okay. Let me pull up my super chat here. I got a couple of super chats I want to bring up. I can't show this one. This is a bad one. No, again,
they paid for it.
Right. So again, I'm not endorsing anything that comes up on these super chats. Okay. I'm not endorsing these.
These are not the opinions of the management. Right. These are just the comments of our contributors.
Right. That's all this is. Okay. Is just comments. I don't censor them. Okay. So I don't censor them no matter what you say. And that's it. I'm not going to comment on anything, but you paid money. You get your fucking super chat up there. So here's one from Jack. Jack donates $50. And he says, I don't value a Brit's opinion on gun control. We kick their asses so that we have the freedom to do what we want without their tyranny. Half joking. Thanks for the Saturday entertainment. I didn't think you were that bad. I didn't think your opinions were that British. To be honest, it sounds like you have like an American perspective on guns.
I guess that's hanging out with you lot for the last year or two. So
yeah. So
no, I understand your perspective. Don't get me wrong. I'm anti-gun. I don't ever want to see one in my life. I'm glad I don't see them in my life.
Yeah.
However, I understand that you have a gun culture, that you've all been raised with it. Maybe because you had to rise up and overthrow a tyrannical British dictatorship.
Yes, correct.
And look what it got you. It got you Joe Biden. So congrats on that one. Big win there, guys. Well
Here's
done.
Another
indeed.
one from 7. He says Fridays are for the wives, Saturday are for the turtle. Absolutely. Next one. Sorry. This is from Brittany. She says, sorry, but the school is just as much as fault as the parents. Why are they not being able to count? It's a great question. They sent him back to class. That is crazy. And then one more. We have one more one. This is from Jack. And we will just leave that there again. If you thank you, Jack, for the donation. So if you donate money,
thank you for your contribution, Jack.
If you put a message up there,
we don't have to agree with you.
I'm not endorsing anything that goes up there. I'm just, you paid the money, you get to put it up there. Okay,
isn't this freedom of speech? Where it gives also gives us the freedom to have opinions and to disagree with each other. If I want to think that the bloke calling me a know nothing Brit is a fat wanker, that's my opinion too. It's fine.
Oh, Jack. Okay, that's a good one, Jack. Okay, all right. Let's go on to the next. Oh, sorry. Jack is a funny guy. All right, let's go on to next topic here. Let's talk about this Braintree chick. So I've been trying to
before we move on, Aidan. That's a good point Suzanne makes, and I think this is the thing that's politics, and it's in Europe as well as in the US now. Is if you disagree with someone, this is part of the thing that revolves around cancel culture. It seems to be like the worst thing you can do is to have a different opinion to someone else. And Suzanne says it there, and I totally agree. I welcome other people's opinions. Let's hear them.
Totally.
Let's learn. Maybe your opinion is better than mine, and maybe I'll learn from it. Maybe I'll change my opinion because
God
you
bless
present.
you.
That's how logic and reason and almost evolution of ideas work. You know, the
Amen,
thing
brother.
saying I disagree with you, full stop, and I'm going to cancel you. Blah, 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 blah. That's such a narrow-minded. We don't get anywhere by just saying you're the other side. I'm not listening to you. You're cancelled.
You're right, but that's the culture that we live in today. And so
Yeah,
it is.
never
what it
used to
is.
be. Politicians used to be. I don't agree with you, but I'll defend your right to say that.
And
Now
by
it's
the way,
now it's how dare you say that?
and although I will say that I think the majority of censorship comes from the left, I will say that conservatives can kind of be the same way because so we started. Have you heard this platform Gab, Dave? Before? You heard
No,
of Gab? So Gab
never
is
heard of
like
it.
the alt-right, whatever, private social media network. People have been telling me to get
Okay.
on it forever, and I never did because they don't have an app. And if you like, because Apple and Google Play won't put them in their app stores. To me, if you don't have an app as a social media platform, no one's going to use you, and so I don't really
No.
have an interest in you. So I never did it, but we got on Gab this week and we started posting some shit on there.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, people are mad at us on there for posting links to pornography. They're against pornography. And so they're like, like this is satanistic and we don't. Laura, what was the exact? She saw the shit on there. Let me see if I could find the exact message. Check this out. This is like, they're no better than fucking all of the, safe space libtards.
Yeah,
who
exactly.
who go around.
If you're in favor of censorship, and then you're against the sharing of ideas.
Right, exactly. Let me pull it up here. Actually,
Turtle Cadet nails it. He says he welcomes all opinions, as do I. I'm of the same mindset. It's the only way to learn from one another and to effectively communicate in order to reach a compromise when needed. Bang on, nail on the head.
so I think this is the CEO.
Also, nail on the head. Laura says I'm a pervert. Also, completely true.
So it's just, if there are any developers in our community who specifically want to help us to combat this demonic plague. So the demonic plague is, she goes, I am a Catholic who's recovering from a lifelong addiction to porn. Oh, for fuck's sake, with the addiction.
Recovering. The only recovering I do after porn is a quick sit down, a cup of tea, and a biscuit.
Yeah,
that's my recovery done. Yeah,
my recovering from porn is passing the fuck out. Okay, that's my a quick paper towel situation.
8 hours sleep and a bowl of Wheaties.
Yeah. So anyway, this is the guy writes, I'm a Catholic who's recovering from a lifelong addiction to porn. This platform is a saving grace. However, I've noticed people posting or commenting with pictures of nude women. Is there any plan to combat this? Thank you. And the guy goes, we are working on it. The people
we are working to combat nude women. Who wants to combat nude women unless it's Monica Cannon Grant? I'm largely in favor of nude women, I'll be honest.
Me too. I'm pro nude women.
I'm pro nude women, yeah. Viva la revolution.
We are working on it. Let's see. We are working on it. The people doing this know this platform as Christians on it. It is a deliberate attack. We are working hard to stop them. We remove them fast and we report them. And then, we need to, having some help to implement it would be great. We will compensate you for your time. And then this is one of our mods, comments like, I thought this was a free speech platform. I thought that's what Gab is.
Yeah.
It was like, come to Gab, it's free speech. And then you're like, except for porn.
Except if you say something that we disagree with. Now that sounds just like the liberal left, doesn't it?
It does. It sounds a lot like the liberal left.
Sounds like we've actually found something they agree on. If we don't like your opinion, we shut you down.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. So it says, why do freaks always assume free speech means you can be a Satanist and still be okay with the Christian platform? If your platform is a Christian platform, then it's not a free speech platform. It's not. It's not a free speech place. My church. I can't go in there and be like, yo, fuck bitches, hoes, You know, yes, hail Satan, motherfucker. Like that's not gonna fly in the church.
Not
Like, is this
big time, though. Quite unpopular. The whole hail Satan thing is largely frowned upon in Christian churches. Yeah.
So enough with these. If this is what Gab is, it's fucking gay as fuck. Fuck Gab. And next person that tells
That
me
would
to
be
go
Gab, gay as
can go
bastard.
fuck
No, hang on.
themselves. No
We'll find a
porn.
better acronym.
Okay. There's no porn. Can we not have one freaking site without pornography? Join a nudist colony.
I think if they took all the porn off the internet, there'd be just one website left, and it would be bringbacktheporn.com.
Bring back the basically. They're basically
Let's say, is there any way of getting porn off the internet? It's 90% of the internet, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. What is that picture Karen cooked? Inappropriate. Okay. All right. So let's go back to the Braintree story now that we've had a little deviance there.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go get some more beers. Carry on. Introduce.
You do that. Okay. So obviously this story comes out. Has this woman gotten back to us? I want to go and see. She hasn't messaged me back. Diane, did you end up did you send her a message by any chance? Hold on, let me see. Let's see. I haven't heard back from this chick. I really wanted to get her on. Let me see if I can find her on there. What's her name? Antonia Rico. I did a whole show on her the other night. Go and watch it if you haven't done so already. But I also found some shit out afterwards about the GoFundMe. So, okay. So she's not. I told you guys how I was going to get her TikTok. She made the fucking TikTok private. Unless she's accepted my request to watch it. And this is why I should have downloaded all these fucking videos. Yep, it's fucking private, so I can't even watch the videos. But anyway, let's just rewatch some of this if you guys haven't watched this already. I'm going to show parts of it. I'm not sure if David's seen the whole thing. David, are you still there? Oh, we lost Dave. Okay. Let me play this.
This is getting really absurd. We gotta go on live now, yo, because I gotta deal with all this racism first thing in the morning, all this prejudice and why? Because we don't make $100,000 a year. Tired of this. Same town that the racism occurs in all the time. Nothing changes. Good morning, live. This is getting ridiculous. I'm not filming you, sweetheart. I'm on live, filming myself. So the racism just continues and continues and continues in this town. Now they're saying I can't film in the school.
No, I said you can't film me.
But I have constitutional rights.
Me too.
Me too. My kids shouldn't be called nigga.
No, absolutely.
They shouldn't.
Absolutely not. No.
Absolutely.
It shouldn't matter where we're from.
I don't have the white ones here.
These kids be walking around here like they have some type of whatever because they're white. Well, I'm gonna be that woman to be over here and make sure they don't have that. It's pitiful when you got to send your kids to school and the schools have so much prejudice and racism going on. It's sad. It's a sad experience for these kids. It's a real hurtful experience. It's sad to know that half the staff is just as racist and prejudiced as the kids that they raise.
What's going on, Kristen? What's happening? I'm sorry.
Is David back yet? You back?
I'm
yet,
back
Dave?
here, sir. I'm back.
Okay.
Yes.
So the second video is even better. The one where she actually gets kicked out of school. Let's watch this one, and then I want to hear your thoughts on this afterwards.
By all means.
My son, I would really look at this live. Everybody on Facebook, Braintree police at it again. My son's been called a nigger, and it doesn't matter. Okay.
That's not what I'm saying, ma'am. It's not.
Ran me over outside. Almost ran the crossing guard over in me.
All right, and
what?
did I almost run you over? No. I said I could have killed somebody. Well, what about my kid?
I don't know.
Huh? No, you don't, right? Right? No.
Ma'am, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you don't go into the office and
Well, then why don't you learn how to treat these kids right?
Get out of the building.
Treat them right.
Go.
Treat them right.
You don't want to get out of the building, ma'am? Then I'll.
Well, then I want all my kids out the building.
All right, go.
Get all my kids.
In the car in the bus lane.
In the bus lane?
In the bus lane.
So why don't you, let's do this. He's the principal, right? So everybody on live, let's find out why Braintree doesn't care why these kids are getting picked on and calling nigger. Huh? Why not? Asking me to leave, but it's okay for my kids to be called nigger, right? And it's okay for my kids to be said, oh, they're trash because they're from the hood. No, let's not make a disturbance. Let's have a whole don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Isn't it sad? It's pretty fucked up how Braintree police is always saying that y'all are racist, right? When you have a 13-year-old kid here who's getting always threatened and ridiculed and put down, fat shamed, called a nigger, but nobody cares to do nothing, right? But tell the upset parent to leave the building. That's why you guys keep having so much against you in the police. Don't touch me. Don't touch me because you have no reason to touch me.
In about 2 seconds,
Come on, Christian.
I'm going to arrest you if you don't leave.
Oh yeah, you is that one. You is that one.
Oh, we'll pause it right there. Dave, what are your thoughts so far in this video?
Well, she's a little charmer, isn't she? I mean, it's the classic thing that we're seeing more and more now. How do I make myself a victim to try and get my completely invalid point across?
Right.
Well, firstly, she's claiming to be a member of a minority that she clearly isn't part of. That woman is clearly Latin American or Latinx or whatever you have to call it these days.
Latinx.
Yeah,
Latinx.
her ancestors are not slaves. They are the conquistadors that came over and enslaved in South America. So when she starts talking about slavery later on, I think she should be paying reparations, frankly.
Bitch, your ancestors are from the Bronx. What the fuck's this lady talking about? Yeah, my ancestors. It's like, bitch, you got ancestors. So
that's what the slaves fought for, if you remember, she says later on.
The slaves did fight for that. The slaves.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, they didn't. They were enslaved. That was the whole point. They couldn't fight for it.
Yeah, someone else had to fight for them.
That's
dumbass.
what the North did. Yeah.
Because they're slaves, stupid. Yeah. Okay. So let's watch some more of this. So this is when they go outside and they find out something unfortunate about her car.
Why? Racism is a real thing. Why? Because you got a mother who's mad that please leave, you're a racist. So you're a cracker. If I sit here and say you're a white cracker, but what? But what? But it's okay for my kid to get pushed and hit and thrown away. Go ahead, bro. You guys, this is really sad. When your kids can't go to school and you have to come to school and they don't care. You've called 13, 14 times. I have called. I've had CASA call. I've had Peace Institute call. I've had the domestic violence program call. Go ahead. Don't say I haven't called. Scaring the children. I have kids in this school. My language is atrocious. Your behavior to these kids that aren't white is atrocious. For letting kids be called all types of stuff is atrocious.
Did you hear that part, Dave?
Yeah, she knew they were going to run the plates. Yeah.
She goes, "Hurry up, they're running my plates. Hurry up, they're running my plates."
And then she protests as if she doesn't even know that she's got a suspended license. Yeah.
What? I didn't know that. What? I didn't know that. Yeah.
My license is suspended since when?
I just called it in.
When is my license suspended?
I don't know.
Oh, I'll put it right on Facebook. So apparently she ran my plate because my son was called a nigger. So I almost ran the principal. Oh, you're the principal. You're the one that said it was okay for my son to be called a nigger. Oh, so you do know I've called. Well, I can't take my car.
You can't leave.
Can I get my car towed? Can I get my car towed?
Yep. What do you want to do?
I don't.
So they tow her ass, and that's the end. She does a couple more videos. We're not.
There's a classic line she just said there. She said, "What? You're towing my car because my kid was called an N-word?" No. They're towing your car because your license is suspended. It's nothing to do with race. Stop making it about race. You're not a member of that race anyway.
Right.
It's just
and
completely spurious argument.
Well, she acted like, by the way, she's like, well, why are you running my plates? Well, because you're causing a scene.
Because you're in a bus lane.
Because you're in a fucking bus lane and you're drawing attention to yourself right now, causing a fucking scene in the school. You're the first person who they're gonna, run the plates for good reason, because it came back suspended. Of course it fucking did.
Because of course.
Like that's what cops are literally trained.
It would have been the surprising thing if everything had been okay.
Like what do these people think license plates exist for? Like that's literally so that police can just run them and see who the fuck you are and make sure you're like a legal person.
I'm sure that isn't that one on the list of things that Rachel Rollins wants to not prosecute for.
I would assume so.
That'll be added to the. If it's not on the list now, it's in a queue to be added to the list of crimes we're just gonna give you a pass on.
Right. So anyway, I got what we have here. Here's some messages that were so on the Turtleboy OnlyFans page. Not what you're thinking. It's a Facebook page. I don't have my OnlyFans page.
Oh, how disappointing.
Well, not yet. So anyway, there's a we have some admins on there that post content. I don't post on that page. It's just for fans, right?
Yeah.
And they post story ideas and story links and stuff like that. And so one of the admins is a fake account called Frank Wright. And so often what happens is the ratchets go on the OnlyFans page and they think that the admins there are Turtleboy. But they're just
you can see the extension. Yeah, you can see why they think that. Yeah, but it's clearly they've not done their homework.
Right. They think why they think that is because they don't understand the difference between a page and a group. The Turtleboy OnlyFans thing is a group. So that means like people can post as opposed to a page in which the admins post, like me. The page posts as itself. The page is the voice. And so this is what this ratchet sends Frank Wright. Let me pull this up. So she says, post me all you want. I don't care. You don't pay my mortgage. You're getting all my views on all my social media up. The fuck, LOL. You're going to make a whole talk about my kids and post my children. That's not okay. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say about me, but don't post my fucking kids because I'm pretty sure if I had somebody dig up enough, Mr. Frank Wright, I would find quite a bit in your history, especially if the curious. Yes, you will. If you look up Frank Wright, you know what you're going to find?
Frank Lloyd Wright, the postmodernist architect.
Yeah, you're going to find a lot of fucking architecture.
A lot of architecture, yeah.
Oh, go to Chicago. There's tons of Frank. He's got, he's one of the great.
Watch any Woody Allen film like The Sleeper. You'll get loads of Frank Lloyd Wright.
He's probably the greatest architect in American history.
Absolutely. Certainly the most famous, yeah.
Right. It's like, that's Mr. Frank Wright. It's like Mr. Abraham Lincoln. We're going to find shit on you.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, Mr. Steven Spielberg, we know what you're at.
Okay. So she goes on. So here's another one.
But just one bit in that, I had a point I was going to make. I'm just trying to think what she'd said in there. Oh, yeah. You posting pictures of my kids? No, we posted a link to you posting pictures of your kids. That was all broadcast by you.
Right. That was all broadcast. I know. You just thanked us.
All that stuff of your kids on the internet was put there by you.
Like your kids were the stars of those videos. Again, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch Tuesday's show. She literally interviews the children. Actually, let's go back and play that.
Well, there's the 4-year-old running around in a nappy for some reason. Why a 4-year-old is still wearing a diaper, let alone a full diaper, is beyond me.
So let me pull this up. It's not it's just shitty parenting.
Well, shitty parenting. Yeah, you're quite right.
No pun intended. So, I mean, look at this fucking morbidly obese, sad child. Like, that's the kind of kid you got to watch out for.
But unfortunately, and you made this point. Yeah, but look at the shirt she's even clothing him in. What's this coming out dripping? What the hell is that?
Came through dripping? Is that a sexual reference?
I don't know. It's normally what happens to the listeners to our show when a British accent appears. Yeah.
Drenched with David. So
Drenched for David.
drenched
Dripping for David is the new range of sweatshirts we shall have in the store next decade.
Does anybody have a tow truck or a tow company? That right there is the bitch ass principal. So we're at Braintree Middle School. That's the principal right there, you guys. That's the officer right there, her. And you know, I know y'all are saying that being called a nigger is against rights, but apparently the police in Braintree don't think so. So Fox 25, I'm adding you. Channel 4, I'm adding you. These are the cops. The woman right here, she just waved hi because apparently it's okay for them to do this. And the only thing they can use against me is that my car isn't insured and I don't have my license. But that's because I've been in domestic violence programs since Sabi's been murdered. So, and then instead of even letting me park my car, right, that she said, I'm going to get a tow truck. So we're going to sit in the car and they obviously going to have to either break it in or arrest me because what they're doing is real fucked up. Because apparently in Braintree, the kids can be called nigger. They can get stuff thrown at them. They can get picked on if they're not white. And it's sad to know that they just had a whole walkout in Braintree because of the racism that goes on. And look, ain't not one black cop, not one, just straight Caucasians, straight Caucasians. But I bet you her kids are probably on perks or Xanax. Has cancer and her son just got murdered. Everybody, I want you guys to share this. These are the officers for children to get sent. It's okay, car. Come in like you're hard. Sit there and you can't tell them what the fuck you really feel. Then you're gonna have the police, the principal.
This is where it gets ratchet.
And that nobody spoke to him when 6 different programs called and spoke to him. Does that make sense? Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Nothing you say makes sense.
Jordan, let's tell Fox 25 what's going on in school.
They are picking on me because I'm not white. You know, and they say, "Oh, you're short, just turn white."
Speak up it up on live. Christian, what's going on?
They keep bullying me because of my fat and everything.
Take your mask off. They keep what?
So they keep bullying me because of my fat.
Because you're fat, right? That's why they keep. And what else do they say to y'all?
They say that we're black and they were nigger. We should go back to the hood.
That am I going to hell for laughing at that? Because that is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. The fucking about like they did that because you're fat, right? Because you're fat. You're fat.
Who's the fat shamer now?
Yeah, she's like, yeah, you're a big fat piece of shit, aren't you, son?
Yeah.
Tell them what.
Yeah, and they're mocking you for it, aren't they? Yeah, I'm not. I'm just mentioning it. Yeah.
Yeah, they make it, and they call me the N-word. Yeah, this plus size Pacquiao baby is not being called the N-word. Trust me on that one.
The fulsome Filipino.
Yeah, and so she also mentions in there, and I showed this in part 2, about her fucking kid being shot and killed. And so I went and did some research afterwards, and I did the follow-up blog on this, and we found out that yes, her son was shot. Let's watch some of this. This is the coverage from WBZ.
String of shootings. In a matter of hours last night, there were at least 4 different shootings in Boston, Somerville, and Worcester, and a 15-year-old boy was killed in one of them. WBZ's Beth.
Mount Pleasant Avenue in Roxbury thought was fireworks last night turned out to be gun violence that claimed a young life, all unfolding before horrified witnesses.
My sister, her 2 daughters, and her grandchild.
And the gunshots right now, right before them?
Actually, right as I walked through these doors, the gunshots rang out.
Family members say 15-year-old Xavier Rodriguez, also known as Rico, was struck and killed around 10 o'clock. 2 others injured at the scene. His aunt, Melissa Diaz, says the family is stunned.
I just can't believe somebody would do something like this. There's no respect in the streets for children, women, anybody. The violence in Boston just needs to stop.
The killing was the 3rd homicide in 24 hours in the city. Just 2 hours earlier, a man was shot and killed in Mattapan. A suspect, 35.
So,
Just to point something out, that caller to the show said, or was it the aunt said, violence in Boston needs to stop. That's true.
Oh, by the fucking way, guess what? Somebody sent me this earlier. I should have fucking brought it up. When you go on the kid's Facebook page, he only likes 2 things. Guess what one of them is?
Violence in Boston.
Violence in Boston Inc. is one of the 2 pages that he likes.
Wow.
No wonder he's dead. He grew up fucking thinking Monica Cannon Grant was a role model. No wonder.
Yeah, he thought that a group called Violence in Boston was a peaceful organization. Yeah, right.
Well, he learned how to.
He clicked like on it because he liked the name of that. He thought it was a rap act or something like that.
Yeah, he thought it was a new rap album. And so this is her son, YPN Rico. The fucked up thing is he really did die for these bitch ass. Did she write? Is this niggies with a K?
Maybe she meant knights, as in Knights of the Round Table. Yeah.
Is it a racial slur if you do the K before the N word? I don't know.
Is that how you get away with it if you want to say it now? Yes, but I said it with a silent K.
Yeah. So
anyway, she's an unt with a silent C. Yeah.
Apparently. So I just wish you were here one more day. You die for people who most likely set you up, haunt them for families. They let their sons. So I got an inside tip on this one from somebody who told me that like they believe that this woman like basically told her son to sell drugs, like encouraged him to be out there. He got shot in an act of gang violence, and it was largely
so it was with her approval.
Yeah, like here's a picture of him. I mean, look at this kid. He didn't shoot up the school, but he done got shot. He's posting it on social media. Picture with a fucking gun, like that's your son. Like holy shit. And then she goes and starts a fucking GoFundMe, raises $4,300 for it.
Oh, but that was all spent on useful stuff for the family.
Yeah, right. She goes to fucking Florida, puts all the kids in foster homes, and I found out, David, a couple things here. I may or may not have some more details coming about where those kids have been while they were in foster homes, why they were released back to this woman. And since I've blogged about this, I've been alerted by sources that not only
you got the sauces.
A 51A has been filed against them, and you asked me what a 51A before. A 51A is basically when an investigation begins into your parenting skills because somebody has filed a complaint against you, and so they are going to be taken away from her again. She should not have had these kids, and that's the beauty.
It's probably too late for the oldest one.
Yeah, he's a little old. But the younger ones,
they could come through dripping. He did.
The 4-year-old, it's not too late for. For starters, we could
potty train. They got a chance.
You can potty train her. For one thing, that would be a good start. So she doesn't have to wear fucking diapers. And so let's go back to this. Actually,
and she also said, "I don't have my license because I was in a domestic violence situation." No, that's not the reason that you didn't have your license. You're just making yourself a victim again. You're playing the victim card to make up for your own shoddy behavior.
She's like Zav. She doesn't mention anywhere in the GoFundMe that like he's like a gangbanger and shit.
No,
and she says that he is. Xavier was just a regular 15-year-old boy. No, he was not. That is not regular. Okay, he wanted to work for the police in forensics. Meanwhile, she's out there yelling about these bitch ass police and blah 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 blah. Somehow
he wanted to work for the police in forensics.
That's what she said. I don't believe that for a second. I think
not for 1 minute.
Yeah.
He wanted police in forensics not to be investigating him. I think that's what he really wanted.
Yes, I find that dubious, that claim. There's no way
I find it to be a pile of steaming horse tropping.
And by the way, thank you guys all for. So by the way, with the Turtle Chat donors, I'm just looking at these. We are now up. I didn't bring the total up, so that was 50, 60, 120, 120, 145. So we are at $145 in the dono. So we are about 55 short. So if you
have you got any in your what is it, the dollar sign Uncle Turtleboy? Any in there?
I got 10 more, so we're up to 155. This is from Steve M. He says, I bought my kid musical instruments and it worked. There you go. Okay. Thank you. So he bought his kids musical instruments and they didn't shoot up the school. See, it works.
There you
listen
go.
to the
There you go. It
Turtleboy School of
works.
Parenting, your kid will never shoot up the school. Okay. So let me go
was
back
it Woody
to
Guthrie who had "This Guitar Kills Fascists" on his?
Yes, that is Woody Guthrie, my man. That's correct.
Oh, he's
So
good
anyway-
knowledge, but you know, it wasn't loaded, so it probably didn't kill fascists at all.
So this is the message this woman sends. She goes, obviously you don't have kids. She's in her own house and just came from a surgery. Like, for you to post a dead child and not know anything that was going on, that is sick. You sit here and try to bring me down and put me out there, but you ain't no better. You're sitting there criticizing and talking about a 13-year-old little boy, and then on top of that, the dead 15-year-old boy who's dead because of you. Okay, dead because of you. And what else did she say? Let's see. You have any more? Was that it? Was that the last one? Yeah. So she didn't come up. She didn't get back to us.
Right.
I guess the
Okay.
turtle of minutes. So Frank Lloyd Wright is still waiting to hear back from this ratchet. We have not heard.
It's interesting because she wanted Fox 25 and Channel 4 and whoever to it, but we're here. We are here to give it the oxygen of publicity that she craves so much.
You want to hear another funny voicemail I got this week? So
is that
yeah? Earlier
is that Arty? Is that Arty?
No, we're gonna get to that one too.
Oh.
Earlier in the week, I did a blog on these those people that didn't speak English and they're going around like robbing Amazon
stealing,
packages.
just loading up the baskets and running,
yeah. And so I got bombarded by all their homies, and none of them speak a fucking word of English. And this one left a fucking voicemail. Let's listen to this voicemail, okay? We gotta listen to this voicemail.
Please.
I'll mute us real quick. You guys couldn't hear that audio? Let me. I gotta change my audio then. Give me a sec. You guys really couldn't hear that?
No, I couldn't either.
Oh, can you guys hear this?
My cousin say.
Can you hear this?
Yeah.
They mute the video. I am the only one had the video. He stopped say to her that she don't have no friends. Because it's me, the only one had the video. So you want a case, let me know. Because I know who you are. You remember Hadassah?
Hadassah? You remember
Anything
Hadassah?
happened to my cousin. Because the last boy in video is her. Anything happened to my cousin, she's pregnant. Okay? It's gone to you. Anything happened to her and her boyfriend.
Hey.
It's gone to you. Remember that. If you want more info, I can give you the info, nigga. Take that fucking mute. That's it. Because I am the only one send the videos. To one person. Yeah, I know who the person sent to you. So that person is fucked up now.
I didn't understand a word she said.
Anyone?
David,
Anyone at all? Anyone?
The only part I got was like, I'm taking you to court and something.
Oh, I didn't even get that. I just heard only someone sent a video. The federales are taking the money back.
This is the Hadassah part.
They mute the video.
So they were all mad because I had a video on that blog of these ratchets stealing place. Like it was a homemade video.
yeah.
Somebody
Yeah,
had videoed their screen, and their voice was in the background. And so I got sent that video. I just put it up there. And then I got all these people messaging me. They're like, "You need to mute the video. They're gonna know who sent it." I'm like, I don't fucking know. Somebody send me a video, I'd play it. I'm not required to mute it. So all these people are furious and they start reporting it. Like
mute the video.
Yeah, the bilingual mafia, the ESL mafia, English second language people, they were fucking up my ass about this shit. And like I don't understand a word this woman's saying. She sounds like every fucking cleaning lady ever. And she's except for one word, this word.
The only one had the video. You stop say to her because she don't have no friends. Because it's me, the only one had the video. So, you want a case? Let me know. Because I know who you are. You remember Hadassah?
You remember Hadassah?
You remember
Well,
Hadassah?
I was one of her residents. I was one of the illegals paying $600.
It's $600.
Dinero, 600 dinero.
You don't put the mute video. I'll find you and put you a case for be dumb. You put you a case for be dumb. Like I have more proof and you. And so then she goes on and said, already send that to cops. Load more next time. Ask for put video. That's why Hadassah win to you. What? That's why
Hadassah win to you. Hadassah win to no one. She lose to all.
So
you think I know bug nothing? I know bug at all.
So she's like, Hadassah lost. She's like, yeah, she a bad woman. What? We agree. Hadassah, like she might have stayed in the fucking punishment cafe there. I don't know. So anyway, can you put the video silence in the video? I'm the only one send it, but I forgot put mute and the girl who stole package, no let me alone. So it looks like this woman is being threatened by package girl that stole the packages, but then she's threatening me.
Right.
Like,
so the porch pirate is giving her a bit of grief. Yeah.
Yeah, bitch, it's too late. She already knows you did it. So, like, whatever, you know. Who stole the package? Like, she is too much. She texts me. I don't know for what, but only I know she and her mom and Shayla stealing long time. In CVS and Dollar Tree. I have some photo screenshot about Dean. But please
steal you long time
in video. Can you let video only mute? That's the girl who helped her and her mom to hiding. She's supposed to be a nurse who take photo of her clients. What the fuck? Like what? And so she's sending me, she's snitching more, and then she's sending me this guy. This guy's now. I try to send my cousin Keel. Okay. So this is my life. Welcome to a day in the life of Turtleboy. This is pretty much standard procedure around here. Just another Tuesday.
Yeah, we give you the lowdown on Manny Packaggio.
Manny Packaggio. Let's
Manny Packaggio.
Now, what did you think of that other story we did, David, on the whatchamacallit, on the story earlier in the week? I did it on Tuesday in the live show. The Krysta Lee Smith story.
The girl who came on the show.
Yeah, well, briefly.
She's gonna be. Do you remember there was a girl, I forget her name now, that's not like me, who, do you remember she rang the radio, or she kept emailing the disc jockey's employer saying, I'm pregnant, and she pretended to be a father and said she'd committed suicide.
Oh, that was.
She just reminded me. The one on Tuesday reminded me of her. She's a complete lunatic. She threatened to put the guy's penis in a blender for friending women on Facebook.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking. You're talking about the Tinder tuna tornado, or
the Tinder tuna flap. Yeah, the Tinder tuna flap.
No, that bitch is crazier than this one. The Tinder tuna flap was fucking scary. Like that bitch.
She was
right,
but this one reminds me of her. I want to be the baby mama. You leave your kids alone. You friend a woman on Facebook, and I'll cut your cock off and turn it into Coco Van or whatever.
Yeah. So this is the Tinder tuna flap, and she posts some videos. It's is this the live show? Okay. So let me see if I can find that video of her fucking slamming the kid.
Oh yeah, into the crib, yeah.
Yeah, and then she came on the show, and she was basically like, "What was her argument? Like, it's not a." We'll replay the clip actually.
She came on and said, "Yeah, I hurt my arm or something, or and had to drop the baby suddenly.
I appreciate it if you could stop making everything about Bailey because we're having a kid now, and she doesn't even get to.
Real quick reminder. So this is a video that Krysta Smith from Winchendon sent to the father of her child while she's pregnant. And she's telling him he's already got a kid named Bailey, and she resents the fact that he is spending time.
She's literally saying, "We're having one. You now have to drop your other child like a hot potato and focus on that. And just literally ignore and exclude your existing child." Unbelievable.
Right. I'm gonna play this. So this is her sending that message.
See her siblings. She didn't see this one. So, like, you can stop and you can pay attention to her. It's not my fault that you chose me over her when you could have easily been like, oh, hey, I'm going to go spend like an hour, 2, 3 with my child. But no, the reason I flip out on you is because you don't tell me that. You just go and do it. You can't do that. You have to tell me what you're doing or I'm going to freak out. Like, stop making everything about Bailey. We're having a kid now. Like, pay attention to this one. And what we're gonna do. Never mind her. She's fine.
She does actually get to see her siblings. And I'm not just talking about Bailey. Bailey is my daughter. She's mine. I don't care. Like, everything, I've been down a rocky, bumpy road, and, like, I want to, like, get established before I make more moves. It's like, you're not understanding that. Like, if everything was good, then yeah, maybe I consider it. But nothing is really good right now. Like, you're not grasping it. You're not grasping reality. And when it hits you, and you say to yourself, man, maybe I should have listened, it is what it is. I have no choice in the matter. Like, I don't. You're making me feel like a shitbag because I'm not ready. Like, that's what you're doing. You're making me feel like a piece of shit because I'm not ready.
I don't care we're having a kid. She'll be fine. You can still pay attention to her and whatever. She will be fine. You need to start focusing on our kid more than her. I really don't care. Like, literally stop making this about Bailey. We're having a kid now. Forget Bailey. Our kid is better. Like, do I have to raise this kid on my own and never let you see it? Because I will. Focus on our kid. I'm getting really fucking pissed. You're making our child seem like it's nothing.
David, that is fucking demented to actually say that.
It's psychotic. It's psychotic. Forget about that one. Our kid is better.
She is a fucking psychopath. And so she actually, and here's obviously the video. It's a 2-second clip of her just fucking body slamming this child. Boom. Okay. And she has since lost custody of that kid and her other kid. She has no intention of getting them back. She was arrested for a bunch of shit. She went to jail. According to her, going to jail is perfectly normal. Like, it's not a big deal if you get sent to jail. And she only came on the show the other night because I got her sister-in-law to come on. And she wanted to kind of trash the sister-in-law. So let me show you the clip here.
The baby daddy.
Of when she comes on. Actually, let me get the part where she comes on because it is good. If you missed this on the show the other night, you got to watch this. The other kid.
That is Ryan.
Okay. Is he around or what's his deal?
I don't really know much. I never really knew Ryan in the first place.
So he's not part
I
of
know
the
that he's, as far as I know, he was doing good. He does.
Call Krysta again. I'll try it, but she ain't gonna answer. Okay. Calling in from the toilet?
Yeah.
Dude, she answers.
She's not answering.
On the throne.
Maybe she missed that.
This is fucking fantastic. Is there an echo, guys?
All this shit is bullshit, and I find it really funny. Like, I'm on the toilet right now taking a shit. Hi, buddy.
You're calling in from the toilet?
Yeah, I know where you're calling from. And Amanda's little hoe-ass is a lying bitch. She's been cheating on my brother ever since they got together. I don't just fuck anybody. I never fucked my nephew. I never abused my children. I saved my brother's ass multiple motherfucking times because he is a child abuser. He's punched my nieces and nephews in their faces. He's kicked them. He's choked them. He's told them he doesn't want them. So if anybody is the abuser, it's them. I'm done with my name being slandered, and I'm done with all these little petty people. I'm done. And that's all I have to say.
So how do you explain that video? How do you explain that video of you abuse? Okay. So I wasn't even fucking paying attention to a word she was saying. I just wanted to fucking ask her. One fucking my nephew. All right. Anybody else have any in the world? Why fucking shit that got to her? She's like, I'm gonna ends up calling back in, but whatever. You guys get the point there. So go and listen to that if you guys haven't already, because it's pretty wild. Anyway, so after this episode gets aired, Dave, I get another voicemail from some ratchet who's here to defend them. Should we listen to this? It's
please.
My inbox. You know it's a good week when the ratchets are just giving your inbox.
Your inbox is awash with ratchet.
And you can't even keep up. You can't even keep up with all these fucking ratchets. Let me actually go ahead and put this right in this one. Let's play this clip. So this guy's name is Arty Powell.
Oh, I listened to this because you isolated them all and put them into one 7-minute YouTube video.
Yes,
didn't you?
I did. Yes,
oh
I did,
my God, this guy.
This
Who the
guy,
hell does he think he is? Sweet Jesus, this is a joy to listen to. I laugh my bollocks off listening to this guy. This is the white knights to end all white knights.
And he goes, "Hey, shitbags, isn't this you?" And he sends something that it was like a blog written by, this was Abe Blarney. I'm pretty sure Ashley Acevedo wrote this blog.
I think it's one of Ashley's,
Yeah, one of those trash bags. And she's like, "I'm just going to leave this here, Mr. Kearney. You enjoy harassment? Wonder where you were a teacher at." You can Google that. Obviously from a Cracker Jack box. Why don't you use your page for sports? Like, I never heard that one before. Oh, wait, that's right. You love drama and exploiting people. Well, that is a sport. Can't wait to see you on the news again. Aren't you a registered sex offender? And then he leaves all these messages.
Unbelievable.
Add up.
One after another.
They add up. So I put it all together for you guys. It's about 7 minutes.
Oh, it's beautiful. About 7.5 minutes, of just
let's
pure lunacy from the white knight.
So you want to call me man, Mr. Turtleboy? Gee, it's pretty sad how you got your fucking page name from the statue that sits downtown behind fucking City Hall in Worcester, you fucking sick, perverted faggot. Anybody can look anybody up. I just typed in Google Turtleboy Sports and damn, I get stuff about Aidan Kearney. Ain't that your name? Damn. What did it say in there? Oh, your wife still a Oh, wait, or is this what happens when teachers retire, or when they get forced into retirement, I guess? You know, all the shit that we try to teach all the kids goes right out the fucking window. Hey, let's post shit all over fucking every kind of social media outlet there is. Let's slander people. Let's harass people. Let's just sit here and be douchebags for no reason because Facebook allows me to do it. But then when someone else tries to do it, Facebook's got to hit the ban hammer on them, right? Oh, wait, that's what it is. You be sucking the dick of the people who run Facebook, right? Who is that runs fucking Facebook, huh? Huh? Don't you and him have a thing? Ain't you, like, running around fucking pushing sex trafficking out boys and shit? Come on now. Turtleboy Sports. Dude, you don't even talk about the sports on your page, dude. It's all slander and hearsay. I could go and make up some bullshit, too, and tell you about it. And what happens? You'll put it on your page. Why? Because you're an ignorant fuck that does no homework. You let everybody and their mom do it for you. Oh, and the fact that, yet again, you end up with shit from other people on your wall, dude, all over your page. It's fucking downright disgusting, and you're proud of it. Downright proud of it. You are a fucking real piece of work, sir. You're a huge fucking scumbag. You are the reason why everyone on this planet, I have no hope for humanity. Because of you ruined that. Everyone's going to turn out like you. Hey, kids, Don't you know after you get out of school, you can go run around and be a bully like me because I was a teacher and I got picked on when I was a teacher. I tried to hold some little boy's ass. Slow down, cowgirl. I can't keep up. Is that the best you got, dude? Is cowgirl calling me a girl? Are you really that all like, wow, you're a fucking retard, huh? Real piece of work. You were a teacher? Teacher where? In a cracker box teaching cockroaches how to fucking multiply like rabbits? Wow, you're a fucking loser. I wish I knew where you lived. I'd come to your house. I'd sit outside, roast marshmallows right in your fucking yard just to have you sit there. I'm calling the cops. What are you going to do? You're going to call the cops? Go right ahead. Tell them. He won't get off my lawn. I'm actually not even doing anything wrong. I'm just sitting here having marshmallows. That's all I'm doing.
Motherfucker's going to roast marshmallows on my lawn.
Are you going to put me on your YouTube page next? You know, since, you know, you're going to go out there and you want to talk about child abuse, but yet you got people out there talking shit about kids. All over your Facebook, dude. Oh, that was an accident, baby. Oh, well, why didn't you do this? Well, how about you fucking take your fucking page down, loser? Old man ain't got nothing better to do with his free time other than be old and get off jerking his gherkin to fucking all the drama he causes.
I wouldn't say that's what I'm doing it to, but go ahead.
But is it abuse if he does it to himself by putting himself in them situations with Krysta? That's the thing that no one else is asking while on your live on YouTube. So I've noticed. Cut the YouTube. Good show. You know, you really didn't give her much of a chance to try.
Let me pause it right there, David. That was the funniest part when all of a sudden it's just like he's writing all that shit, and then the show happens, and then he goes, "Cut the show. Good show. Yeah, thanks." He's like, I kind of liked it. It wasn't bad. Good show. Like, what is this? So you like me now? Like,
are you going to put me on your little YouTube show? Yeah, we fucking are.
Amanda, you have Kate. You have her number. Can you message me on Facebook, or else, I mean, I don't want to say put her number out there for the world to see, but if you would like to message
can we call him? I want to speak to Farty Arty.
I mean, I thought he was like down for the fight at first. You know, he's writing all that shit. And by the way,
no, he wants to roast marshmallows on your front lawn, apparently.
Let me bring up this dono from the
Mr. Stay Puffed. Come on, Arty. Bring him on.
So we're up to 165 because we got 10 more from Lisa Marie. We're 35 short, guys. We got to get to the freaking freestyle. We're so close. Braintree Ratchet Winner of the Year award should absolutely go to this wonderful mother. Go change your kids' diapers before going live. So thank you, Lisa Marie, for that. So again, we're 35 short in the donos, guys, for the freestyle. If we can unlock that, that'd be great too. In the meantime, let's play the rest of this clip. Because this is too good not to play.
I shall carry on drinking Bishop's Finger, which is the beer I'm drinking right now.
Attaboy.
I'd actually explain her side, you know, and part of journalism, you know, is you're supposed to do that, and that's without, you know, badgering, and that's without shit talking and mumbling shit under your breath. All right, true to life, real journalists don't do that. You're never gonna get far in journalism if that's what you think journalism is about. All right, street journalism, maybe the streets care, but no one else really above that's going to give two fucks, and you'll eventually end up swept under a rock somewhere. No offense, bro. But other than that, it was a good show. Now, that being said, there's this thing, it's called third-party contact, and being the fact that she was just on your channel responding to people, the fact that you called her while there were other people that, you know, have no contact and restraining orders against her, you just helped her to violate those. You did that. So if she ends up seeing time for this, it's already been time-stamped and taken care of. I already sent screenshots out that you did that.
Okay, pause right there, Dave. What the hell is he talking? So his argument seems to be you she has restraining orders out against her. And by having her on the show with people who she has orders against, that is a third-party violation that I have facilitated. So I'm in trouble for that? What?
I'd say no.
Well, I think that's what she was attempting to. I think that's
at no point was she talking to anyone other than you.
Right. I think
he's just. I think our dear friend Arty the White Knight is full of shit.
Yeah, it seems that way. It definitely seems that way.
But I think we established that from his first few messages. Yeah.
So let me play the rest of this.
And I'll be more than happy to as well as character witnesses because, bro, that's fucked up.
She tried not to answer, and you were fucking sitting there badgering her fucking to answer.
That is against the law. That is harassment.
By the way, she could get all of you for third party right now.
Yeah. All right. Because that third party contact goes both ways. You should have called up her baby daddy and had him get on. All right. Because if you're going to bash one, you got to bash the other. You got to be fair. It goes both ways. He sets him up for failure. All right. He does it to himself all the time. I had a whole conversation with him. I was like, bro, if you know this is how she is, why do you keep doing it? Oh, because she promises me kids and she promises me marriage. Yo, the nigga's a bitch. He's a straight pussy and a liar. All right. And the fact that you're sitting here and you're believing the word of her sister-in-law. All right. That's disgusting, but that's whatever. All right. And you didn't even talk about the kids. All you wanted to talk about was what was this shit with your nephew or your cousin or whatever the fuck. Like, that has nothing to do with the issue at hand, bro. It was supposed to be about, well, how come you had to go to court? What happened with the kids? Why'd you get arrested? Shit like that. That's what it was supposed to be about. And it wasn't. You went straight to the whole incest thing. Like, dude, honestly, let's face it, dude. If the toe next to your big toe is bigger than your big toe.
Time out. Dave goes, you went straight for the whole incest thing because she fucked her nephew. It's like,
because that was the big takeaway from it was the whole nephew fucking thing, wasn't it?
I didn't know that.
By the way, he uses the N-word with gay abandon for a guy that's whiter than milk. I think that's bang out of order. What a racist.
He goes, that triggers a bitch.
He did. That's exactly what he said.
So what is he trying to fuck her? Like, dude, you don't have to try that hard if you want to fuck her. It ain't that hard. Like, trust me. Like,
he's got a girlfriend who keeps chipping in the background, so I think he's up for three. I think he's looking for a threes up, or maybe a bit of cuck work where he sits in an armchair while the two girls go at it, hammer and tongs. I don't know. He doesn't strike me as being a man with great sexual prowess. So I'm guessing he wants to find a tough woman for his bride.
That's a sign that incest ran in your family at one time, dumbass. It's a genetic thing that you inherited. All right, it's a gene. All right, it's never gonna go away, and it's gonna take millions of years for that to happen. But the problem with that'll never happen. All humans on the planet are related. We are related to every single thing on the planet. We are a part of every single thing on this planet. Science has proven.
Yeah, absolutely true. Everything is genetically linked if you go back far enough. Does that mean he's trying to tell us that he wants to fuck a tree? I'm baffled by his genetics logic here. You're still on mute, my friend.
I don't know if you guys heard the rest of that video, but it is what it is. Okay. So thank you there very much for the dono there from Brenda. It says he's a little bitch, but Giannetti still has him beat. Amen to that. Okay. So we're pretty close. I think we're at like 180 for the dono. So if I think that's enough for the first. It's the first time we've ever come short, but I'm gonna do it anyway. But if you guys would like to donate to the to the Turtle Fund, there is kind of how we make a living around here. The link is at the top for Turtle Chat. Feel free to. Let's do the freestyle. All right, shall we, Dave?
Go for it.
I've dedicated this one entirely to the lovely lady from Braintree here, Mother of the Year. So let's play this. Actually, give me one sec. I don't like that fucking background. Okay, this will do. No, don't like that. Let me get a nice fade there. No, whatever. Good enough. All right, let's do it. Braintree mom took her kids to the school, got kicked out because she acted all a fool. Streaming all the kids on a Facebook Live. Giannetti got a better chance to be on Fox 25, yelling at the cops and saying that they racist. Her coochie nasty if it's gross as her faces. Bitches out there acting all absurd, crying up and down because some kids said the N-word. That shit never happened. Work on your persuasion. Bitch, look at your kids. They're motherfucking Asian. Better shut the fuck up or else I'm gonna smack her. You might bully some, but you don't scare this cracker. Shut the fuck up and smoke another Pall Mall. Your kid got mixed up with a tub of cholesterol. Next time you're pregnant, I hope you miscarry before you get a visit from the DCF ferry. Your feral baby's learning everything you taught him. Your son be talking shit, so those other bitches shot him. She don't give a fuck. That shit don't phase her. 2 minutes later, she starts a fundraiser. I knew from the jump that it was kind of scammy. Bitch dipped on the kids and she went to Miami. Threw the crotch fruits in a foster home so she could do drugs in exchange for some dome. When she sucks the dick, she blow it like a bugle. Has the kids stay home and learn on the Google. She likes to reproduce, but every time she fails. Using all the food stamps to get some new nails. Hiding from the turtle cause ain't got shit to say. So suck on his dick and enjoy your 51A. What? Come on. Come on. How was that? Any Giannetti emojis?
Not a single Giannetti amongst them.
Oh, all that matters to me. All that matters to me. Okay. All right. So, and we got Suzep's here. Thank you, Suzep, for coming through there. Let me share the dono here from Suzep. Let me see. She says, he's Suzep. I still don't know Suzep's gender. Let's settle this. Suzep, please. Is a dude. Oh, so it's a dude. Thank you very much.
I think it's a dude. Yeah, I think it's a dude.
It is. I always wondered, was Suzep a guy or a girl? Now I know it's a dude. Okay. That was my second guess. So thank you very much for the donuts. Okay. All right. All right. Does anybody have any questions or anything they want to talk about?
Are we not going to call Arty and his voicemail Arty?
He deactivated his Facebook page.
Oh, there's a shock.
So that will not be happening, unfortunately.
What a
all right. All right. Anybody have any other questions they want to ask me? Go ahead. Yes, and thank you very much. You can't do a freestyle in Tom Mountain voice because it's too slow. And
you cannot rap in Tom Mountain cadence because
you could do like some laid back. You could do some like Barry Young, like Barry White, music, like maybe some sexual music. Like it would have to be like, "Hello, ladies."
Yeah, it's more Barry. It's more Barry White than Eminem, isn't it?
Yes, very much so. I will give you the ride of your lifetime, ladies and gentlemen. I will redefine freestyle. Trust me.
I shall wear a strap-on instead of a wrap-on.
Yes. Do you like orgies? Well, how about that? I'm somewhat of an orgy master around here. These parts.
He's more of a connoisseur.
Yes. Okay. Anybody have any questions they want to ask me? Fire away if you do. Did I get to see Giannetti smoking crack live. I did not see it. He went live. I guess he smoked crack and then
No.
Yes.
Well,
he
no one was surprised.
There. Yes, he deleted it from there. Okay.
Yeah, right. Says Dave. That's not a question. That's just saying an abbreviation of my name. Come on, give us some questions, guys.
Says Rachel is coming for the. Who's Rachel? Who's Rachel? I don't even know who Rachel is. Anybody else have any questions they want to ask? Oh, Rachel Rollins. Rachel Rollins. No, she ain't coming for me. God, that's annoying me. That fucking background. This fucking green screen's killing me today. All right. Anybody else have any questions? Court cases, BBJ? No, I mean, I assume that got dismissed. I haven't even. They never let you know in Springfield. So, anybody else?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Look at this.
I'm talking.
Case dismissed.
Case dismissed. That's good. So you have no evidence. Case dismissed. Thank you.
That's it. Case dismissed. I'm a judge now, Dave. I don't know if they told you that.
That was great. Honestly, that was a great listen. When you say so, right? So you have no evidence. Thank you. Case dismissed. Thank you.
No M Job tonight. Huh? I thought M Job would be on to talk about Notre Dame. Sorry, it didn't work out for us. Bad day.
Katie Mack says, "How did David start following Turtleboy?" I have told this story, but for those who've missed it before, I used to work in a job at an insurance company. They had an internet security protocol that meant you couldn't see a lot of websites you couldn't see. And I've no idea what I was searching for. That's too far back in the midst of time. And even back at the time, I can't remember. But I was Googling for something and a link to one of the TB blogs came up. And I thought, what on earth is that? As you do in a British accent. What on earth is that? What on earth? And I clicked on the link and it was one of the blogs about who is still my favorite bloggee to this day. Mine's gone blank.
Bobbing for boners.
Bobbing for boners. That's exactly Deirdre. It was Deirdre bobbing for boners, and then I started reading the other blogs that surrounded it, around Eddie Pork Chops and all the other people on that particular council. And I was laughing out loud at work, and a colleague said to me, "What are you laughing at?" I said, "I've just found this website. There's a journalist here, and he does local stories to his area in sort of New England area of America, and he shames poor behavior. He goes after the state police, and and I said it's incredibly funny, and it needs doing. These people should be shamed. It's bob on. It's exactly what we need." And that was it. I was hooked from that moment.
Yeah. So there we go. So thank you. People keep asking about I will be doing a live stream of the Patriots game. I want to do, here's my conundrum, Dave. I'd like to do like a thing where it's like, I get a bunch of guys together. We go to the bar and we do a live stream from the bar. Like that would be fun to do. But here's my problem.
Oh, hell yeah.
None of my like personal friends are willing to be on Turtleboy. Like they're all worried.
Surely.
Like they all have jobs. Like, oh, it's fucking annoying. So like, if you want to be my friend, I have real life friends, right? But they're not willing to go on camera. If you want to be my friend, my drinking buddy, and come out and go to the bar with me and watch a game, let me know. I'm down to do that sometime. I'll meet strangers. I don't give a shit. We'll go to some bar in Holden. We have a couple of those here. So let me know if you're interested in that, and we can make that happen.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All right. And any more questions from you guys? Let's see.
Somebody asked me for my top 3 favorite blogs of all time.
Pats are going to win. Go ahead.
So Bobbing for Boners will always be top because that was the one that brought me here. Yeah. The one who went on to win Ratchet Madness, the firefighter's wife, who drove him to suicide.
Oh, yeah, Nikki Evans. Right.
Nikki Evans, exactly her. I mean, the Tinder Tuna Flaps up there just simply because of how mad she was.
Fucking crazy.
So many over the years. I mean, because I've read right back into, Busgate and beyond. Keytar Bear just still makes me laugh out loud to this day. Yeah,
Keytar Bear. All right. I wonder why they don't want to be publicly associated. Oh, see, we got a wise guy here. So, first of all, they don't like in real life. They don't mind being public. It's not personally associated. It's professionally. Like they don't It's actually not a mystery, Steven. They don't want faggots like you to call their jobs and be like, do you know that your employees on Turtleboy? That's why, Steve, because your faggots like you exist in real life, and that's why they don't want to. Mystery solved. You're right. Very hard. Okay. Any other questions? Can we go to? I mean, I would love to do something like that, especially if we're in the Super Bowl, which at this point I think is pretty much a guarantee to happen. So that would be really cool.
Man, sorry about that. Missed the last 20 seconds because I was on door duty. The pets are going in and out.
What do I think of them firing CNN? I think it's fucking great. I love it. Obviously, I love when bad things happen to CNN. I fucking love it.
What happened there? I missed that. What happened to CNN?
They fired Chris Cuomo.
Oh yeah, but yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Amazing. It didn't happen years ago.
Mwah. There you go. I don't even know if this is a real name. Steven, if you'd like to come up and talk about that, again, I always extend an invitation to any critics of Turtleboy. You're more than welcome to come up and join the program, Steven. So there's the link right there. But the thing about these people, Dave, is they never actually follow through on it. They're too
From experience, they seem to be keyboard warriors and abject cowards when it comes to actually coming on the air and debating with us in real time.
And did you just guarantee a Patriots Super Bowl? Oh yeah, that's what I do. According to me, the Patriots going to win every game ever. Have you ever heard me say like the Patriots going to lose today? That's never come out of my mouth ever.
No.
So I think we're going to win the Super Bowl, obviously, because why would we lose a game? Pretty simple. God loves us more. Okay.
Pretty much not last season, in fairness.
Yeah. Last season, I was optimistic.
God didn't love you very much last season.
But
he gave you the great gift. No, it was Cam Newton. For Christ's sake, it was Cam Newton.
It was Cam Newton. You're absolutely right about that. He's so watching him go 5 for 21 last week.
Sucked.
He's so bad, dude. He's so fucking bad.
I know he's got him won one game this year. And he's screaming in the cameras, "I'm back, baby," or whatever he was saying.
Right. He was back. They won that game, and then.
But he only played about 10 minutes of the game, didn't he?
Well, they put him in for the other guy, I think, and then he just.
No, right. They won while he was out. Okay, fair dude.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, guys? That you guys want to talk about? Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Mac just keeps getting better every week. I love time to get in the Tinder tuna flap story again, but go back and read it because that was a story for the ages. Trust me.
That was incredible. Like we were saying tonight, that Krysta that we've been talking about tonight, she's pretty mad. But the Tinder tuna flap was a lunatic.
Scary, dude. And I got another dono here from Cassandra. She just says, Merry Christmas, Turtle Riders. Merry Christmas to you, Cassandra. We're a couple weeks early, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. Any other questions? Great. I mean, how about this, Dave? A show about something. How about that?
A show about something?
That's what Turtleboy is. We actually talk about things as opposed to
absolutely.
Shows, you know?
What we do discuss is the blogs that have been on this week, where we stay current.
Yes, we do. And so we're not, obsessed with other people. Other people, as you know, are obsessed with Turtleboy, but we don't talk about it.
Yeah, but why would we be obsessed by them? We move on and we talk about other things.
Exactly. So if people want to be upset, I've heard people keep asking me, have you watched this stream where they're talking about you? No, I don't watch any of those streams. I don't have time for that shit. I'm actually breaking real news stories. So if people are talking shit about me, I don't care. I don't care. Nope. I don't watch it. I don't give a shit about anything they say. Those are irrelevant.
Here's a question. Can you give us an idea of how many fucks you give?
0.
Is the correct answer.
That is correct. Wait, what are you saying? No, did I get the right answer?
You did, 100%.
Okay, good. Okay, I got it right.
You win a bishop's finger.
I win a bishop's finger. Okay.
I'll post you a bottle in the to
and people do you I'm punching down? It's like I don't think I'm punching down. Like that Winchendon chick, she's abusing children. Yes, she's below me, but she should still be exposed. That chick.
Agree. Yeah, I don't agree with Carano on that. Yeah, I agree with your stance on that. We just ignore everyone who's very stupid, and we don't criticize them because because they're stupid. No. Shoddy behavior is shoddy behavior and needs to be called out. It doesn't matter who it is.
Absolutely. Yeah, I haven't.
They
been
don't
on the-
get a pass because they're scumbags.
They don't. That's very true. So
Yeah.
okay. All right. So anyway, I guess we'll call it a night there. People have asked. Seems to be getting acrimonious in the comments. So I'll just leave everyone be. Did anyone file a 51A? Yes, they have been. So that I've been informed by reliable sources within the police department that they are. She's in trouble. She's in trouble. All right.
Who's this?
So,
Sorry, missed that.
the Braintree mother.
Oh, yes.
Yes, correct. So, all right, fellas and ladies, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you all for donated. Hopefully you guys have a good Hanukkah for the rest of the week, and we will see you guys on Monday night for the live stream of the game.
Happy Kwanzaa, fools.
Happy Kwanzaa, foo. Peace, Turtle Riders.